So while this channel is mainly focused on transit-related content and less so on politics, I'm still going to continue covering updates about the Eglinton LRT when they do surface. Ontario PC leader Doug Ford made a string of transportation and infrastructure announcements on Friday as part of his campaign to retake Queen's Park in this month's election. That includes a promise that the embattled Eglinton Crosstown LRT would finally open in 2025. He was confident the line would be operational this year, but did not specify a timeline, saying, "I can't give you an exact day or month, but it will be open this year. It's a promise the public has every right to be suspicious about, given the many broken promises, missed timelines, legal challenges, and other embarrassments that have plagued the 14-year construction debacle." The 19-kilometer, 25-stop first phase of the Crosstown began construction in 2011 and was due to open in 2020, but approaching 5 years later, the public is still relying on bus service to navigate Eglinton Avenue. Ford's campaign promises that the Crosstown would finally be open in 2025, following the installation of change of service signage and convincing evidence in the TTC's annual budget that the transit line could enter service this summer. However, I'm skeptical about the latest promise after several years of repeated disappointments. Transit advocacy group TTC Riders issued a statement in response to Ford's promise, arguing that vague timelines and a lack of transparency have clouded public faith in the project. Promised opening dates have come and gone before. Transit riders are looking for answers and credible opening dates for the long-delayed Eglinton Crosstown and Finch West LRTs. After nearly 14 years of construction, billions spent, and hundreds of millions in extra payouts to private companies, the Eglinton Crosstown LRT is still not open. And if you think that's bad, when the LRT will be finally open to the public, those same private companies will be responsible for maintaining it for the next 30 years. Transit costs have skyrocketed under Metrolinx, and the public can't get basic answers about why long overdue LRTs aren't open yet. This is the reason why that advocacy groups are all asking provincial parties to give the TTC back control over running Toronto Transit to keep costs down and increase accountability. TTC Riders points out that a new study from the University of Toronto School of Cities, which found that agencies that rely more on external consultants for design, planning, engineering, and management experience higher soft costs than those that rely on in-house staff for the same services. The advocacy group plans to take their grievances to a public setting on February 19th, when TTC Riders will host a rally urging the Prince to open the Crosstown at the corner of Yonge and Eglinton from 5 to 6 p.m. I guess that this is good news and bad news. On the one hand, we're still not getting a firm opening date for the Eglinton LRT. However, on the other hand, at least, we are being promised by Doug Ford that it will be opening this year. My opinion is really mixed about this. Doug Ford has made more advancements in public transit infrastructure than any other premier that I'm aware of in recent history, and credit should be given where credit is due. However, the Eglinton LRT is serious business and not a game. The transit line is very consequential to the lives of thousands of people in Toronto that rely on the TTC to get to where they need to go every single day. What do you have to say? Do you believe Doug Ford when he promises to open the Eglinton LRT this year, or are you skeptical? Let me know in the comments. I hope that you liked the video. If so, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed and want to be notified of new videos that are released, please click on the Art Toronto button here. This is the video that I would recommend for you to watch next, and I'm sure that you're going to love it. Here's the playlist for all of the latest in transit news and views that you're going to find very informative and interesting. And finally, here is the latest video. Thanks for watching, and happy transiting.